A police officer in upstate New York shot and killed a 27-year-old woman before turning the gun on herself in an apparent murder-suicide. Tiffani Gatson, age 29, shot and killed Angely Solis, a mother of two, and wounded another woman during a fight inside an upstate home before taking her own life. Gatson had been a member of the police department in Greece, New York, a suburb of Rochester, since 2018. She was off duty at the time of the shooting. Police responded to a domestic violence call on CoStar Street around 7:20 p.m. and found three women bleeding outside of the home. Solis was declared deceased at the scene, and Gatson was transported to an area hospital where she later succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced deceased. The third victim, who was an unidentified woman in her 30s, was also hospitalized but is expected to recover. The two victims were related, but it is unclear what Gatson's relations to the victims was.
Well, Deanna, Tiffani Gatson grew up in Rochester and made history as Greece Police Department's first Black female officer. Gatson was hired in 2019. She was a Rochester native, graduating from Wilson Magnet High School and the Rochester Institute of Technology. We interviewed Gatson back in 2019 when she made history as the town's first Black female officer. She told us then that because of her background, depending on the call, some might feel more comfortable talking to her.
Heartbroken neighbors who witnessed the horrific incident said that the victim was pleading for her life and begging neighbors to save her kids. "I just wish I could have done something, but I couldn't do anything." She was begging for her life. She wanted her just to not do it, just to stop. She already shot her once. Neighbors who called Solis Angie described her as a beautiful spirit and a great mom. She was a stand-up mom, a very stand-up mom. I would always see her sons behind her carrying her groceries in for her. The kids were mannered. She was just a family person. According to the neighbors, Solis' two young sons were inside the home when she was killed in the front yard. She looked into my eyes and said, "Please go get my kids." And I tried to make that step to do it, and I couldn't because the person was there and made it clear, "This doesn't have anything to do with you, so back up." And I just seen her fighting for her life, and she didn't want us to leave. She lost her life right in front of us and was begging us to help her. Investigators recovered a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun at the scene, which they determined was not Gatson's service weapon. On behalf of the Town of Greece Police Department, I would like to express our collective sorrow and grief with respect to the events that occurred in the city of Rochester. Unfortunately, we have seen events of this nature occur all too frequently and struggle to find answers in the aftermath. The effects are far-reaching, from those who have lost loved ones to others throughout law enforcement organizations when a police officer commits such a horrible act to our entire community. This was just tragic. My prayers go out to the Solis family, praying that the victim has a speedy recovery. This all happened on November 14th. Prayers go out to the neighbors who had to see all of this, hear all of this. I really hope that her sons didn't hear or see any of this happening to their mother. Angie was just thinking about her boys during her last moments. She was like, "Bring my boys out." Her brain's not even functioning correctly at this point because, boy, I don't even want to imagine what would have happened if those boys were outside. I don't even want to think of that. We live in a real wicked world. Gotta be safe out here. I don't know if police officers get mental health evaluation, but honestly, everybody and their mama needs some damn mental health evaluation at this point. Me, myself included. I'm reading all this sad shit. If any more information comes out, I will keep you all posted. And yeah, I don't know what was the motive. I don't know if they were lovers, if they were friends. I don't know. We'll never know. And does it even matter at this point? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Later.